Hi everyone, no stopping here, but my friends call me Keith, and today I was originally going to do just a video showing off Forza Horizon 6. Yes, I, the consummate Gran Turismo Sony PlayStation person, have joined the dark side. So I now have Forza Horizon 6, played it on opening day, with the rest of the mass populace because I don't exactly have the extra money to be throwing at the early release date, so just kind of had to wait like everyone else, like good little boys and girls, for it to release to the mass populace. Now, why would I give a hoot about Forza in any way, shape, form, or fashion? As I said, been sort of a lifelong Gran Turismo guy when it comes to, that particular Gran Turismo Forza competitiveness. Well, there's a lot of reasons. First and foremost, unfortunately, Gran Turismo 7 has just sort of lost its luster, in my opinion. Now, again, that's just one opinion. But another opinion is the fact that, games are meant to be fun, and as years have gone by, it seems like Sony, as well as Polyphony Digital, which is now Sony Entertainment, I don't even know what name they go by these days, but they seemingly are into the sort of realistic aspect to the point, with the eSIM sponsorships, the World Finals, and all that other stuff that you really and truly have to sort of lock yourself into that if you want to focus on that. The daily races weren't fun enough for me to continue to pay for PlayStation Plus support in order to continue to participate in those. And I think it's sort of a domino effect where they just kind of started to falter, where, it's not as much fun playing online. Then you go to not playing online, then you don't spend the money, and that sort of thing. Forza Horizon 6, being sort of the new kid on the block, if you will, it draws you in. It is more about just pick up, play, go. Don't worry about having to get this, having to get that. It's back to arcadiness. It's back to just play when you can, play when you want, play as much as you want, as little as you want. And as we can see from some of the races, like, I'm really, enjoying watching the replays of some of the races I had on the day it released. I found out, you get some cool cars here, and of course, that's the nature of Forza and Gran Turismo, is, it's basically a car collector culture. And Forza collects them differently than Gran Turismo does. And the sad part about Gran Turismo is they want you to collect 5 variations of the same car, the same generation of model of car. Why? I'm not going to lie, I've had plenty of fun doing online races, rally races, all these historical racetracks in the Gran Turismo franchise, and I still can go back and have that kind of fun if I so feel like I want more. I want more entertainment value, I want more replayability, all that sort of stuff. I can still go back to that. However, I feel like going to something like Forza Horizon is a little bit of a palate cleanser. In fact, it may be such a palate cleanser that it becomes the main attraction. It becomes the main dish, with Gran Turismo somehow becoming a palate cleanser down the line. Forza Horizon sort of took the original Need for Speed recipe, kind of tweaked it a little bit, did a few things all of its own. I think the Need for Speed franchise tried to copy some of these things that Forza did well, it hasn't worked out that well for the, and it hasn't worked out very well for the Need for Speed franchise, as of course now we've seen all of EA get bought by a Saudi Arabian or some other Middle Eastern entity, and there's no telling that we're going to even see another Need for Speed game ever. So Forza Horizon now has to basically pick up the torch and carry this thing. Now I know some of you out there are screaming at the roof going, what about the crew? Yeah, what about the crew? I'll admit I haven't played the crew. Let me rephrase that. I played the demo for the Crew 1, and it just didn't captivate me. It didn't capture me. It didn't make me go, oh man, I got to see the whole thing. It just kind of was, here's what we got. And it wasn't quite the same. Moving on to Forza Horizon 6, though, I gotta admit, I just spent the first day just kind of literally crashing around. As the background video that I'm putting up here is mostly just me crashing into stuff, finding out what will break, what won't break, saying, hey, I want to get on that road, and just completely decimating fencing and barricades. And when's the last time you saw an American pickup truck doing 120 plus down a high-speed road? Kind of scary sometimes. And here's the thing. Nobody is going to be driving a big hulking beast such as the one I've been driving on the first day. Nobody's going to be driving like this. Nobody's going to be yanking the e-brake. Nobody's going to be power sliding this truck. And that's the fun part about games. I can't do that in Gran Turismo. I can't do that in Need for Speed because I don't think this particular era of truck, any truck like this ever was available. So really you can't play what isn't there. And definitely give a big thumbs up, round of applause to Playground Games for not choosing like the mainstream vehicles to put in the games. This a 1970 GMC Jimmy. I got passed by a 72 Chevrolet K10 pickup truck. The American audience knows these vehicles quite well, probably a little bit better than some of the models from Japan or even Europe, but that's sort of the thing, is maybe there are audiences outside of America, outside of North America, that don't understand, may never have seen a GMC Jimmy, and somehow it like captures their attention. It makes them want this forbidden fruit, maybe. And this is the easiest way for them to get it. It's the most plentiful way to get it, because I promise you come to America, try to find these trucks, you will be hunting a long time to find one in reality. And it sure won't look showroom fresh and brand new. You will definitely have to do a lot of bodywork, restoration, all that sort of stuff. So, I do expect spending probably a lot more free time as the life cycle of Forza Horizon 6 continues. We're going to see, a lot of organized races. We're going to see a lot of the community events, a lot of the Forza, the developer type events, that sort of thing. And hopefully I can remember to record this stuff. I found out, unfortunately, that my card, which can play 4K 60 frames per second Forza Horizon 6, does not like to do that while it's also recording. So I will have to find a way to sort of make it all happen, make it convenient for me, so that I can get it out to you. I guess I'm going to have to turn down the resolution, and I may end up turning up the graphics preset though, so that may not be a bad thing. we'll go from high settings 4K to possibly ultra settings at 1440. We'll just see about that. So we will. I'll be playing with that for days upon days and possibly even weeks. And I'm going to try not to crash into too much over the course of the next few. Well, hell, this thing will be going for years. You know, obviously these Forza Horizon games, they have multiple years worth of support from the developers, because I mean Microsoft wants you in here playing. Microsoft may even hope that you will buy some things in microtransactions. Who knows? But they are basically the sort of the hot ticket right now, and I've got one of those hot tickets in my hand, so we're going to see how this thing plays out. Oh, dang. Had no expectation of that, but yeehaw.